Drop it.
Bienvenidos a un montón de los videojuegos, soy Gamer a los 40 y esto es un nuevo episodio de Vampyr. Y vamos a continuar nuestra búsqueda. Estamos de noche, ¿cierto? Sí, la noche siguiente, porque hemos descansado. He mejorado un poco mi vida. Pues arriba barra verde está un poquito más larga, quiere decir que aumenté un poquito mi salud. Y un poco el daño en la mordedura en combate, que igual me sirve bastante. Así que vamos a continuar. Hacemos el rastro de sangre del embarcadero. Por lo visto volvieron los rastreadores. Reyes. Podría... Tendría que volver a hacerlo y la verdad no me apetece. Voy a ver a este. ¿Qué lo quiera? Excelente. La verdad sería bueno volverlo a hacer, ya que así adquiero más materiales. No sería malo. Había uno por aquí. ¿Dónde está? Ahí está escondidito. Jajaja. Un poco de sangre y... Adiós. Bien. No me dieron nada. Ahí sí. Ese me dio algo. Que suba mi experiencia. No había nadie más. Bueno, sigamos adelante. Entonces, muelle norte. Ahí sigue la huella. Por aquí.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Ahí está una gran mancha de sangre. Aquí hay algo. Barra de plomo. Ay, ¿qué hice? A ver, de la otra. Aquí está hay un desconocido. ¿Qué es eso? Arma a dos manos. Equípate con un arma a 2 manos y pulsa I para usar su habilidad especial. Wow, por ejemplo, la guadaña puede bloquear ataques e infligir mucho daño de aturdimiento si se ejecuta en el momento justo. Oh, por Dios. No, espérate. Espérate. Esto me gustó. A ver. Pero a 2 manos. A la izquierda, a la izquierda. Yo creo que da lo mismo. Entonces si yo la cambio. Parada, bloquear. Vamos a probarla, vamos a ver cómo nos va con esto, porque la verdad... Uy, ¿por qué me quedó el...? Oh, me quedó marcado el círculo del... Rayos.
I cannot enter. This place reeks of bloodshed.
¿Por qué no puedo...? Ah, rayos. Desconocido.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, rayos, es un vampiro. Oh, hijo de... Wow, es un jefe. No, ese no era. Uf. Cuidado, no tengo estamina. Oh, cuidado. Uf. Ajá. No sé si es un vampiro. ¿Qué es esto? Excelente. Muy bien. Oh. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? ¿No me da nada? Ah, no, ahí está el desconocido. ¿Qué era esto entonces? Era como una especie de vampiro, pero no ni tanto. Aquí está la víctima.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
Ella es la que estaba conversando con
el
otro tipo.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you
Sí.
like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Wow. ¿Este es un cura?
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Investigador.
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Excelente. ¿Me va a esperar? Parece que sí.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Hay más cosas. Ah, aquí hay algo. Chalines. Está cerrado. Está bueno porque hace harto daño la guadaña, pero es como rara la guadaña. Con uno no es tan difícil, pero quizás con más. No puedo subir como la tipa. Se cagó. No, yo no puedo hacer nada. Supongo que ya no hay nada más que hacer aquí. No sé qué encontré. Encontré algo, parece. A ver. Una página probablemente robada de algún manual o guía. ¿Qué es esto? Uf, qué largo. Nuevas prácticas, nuevas tácticas. Sé que algunos de nuestros compañeros consideran que la mejor ventaja que tenemos en nuestra lucha contra las sanguijuelas es que no pueden salir de día. Por tanto, debemos darles caza mientras se ocultan, indefensos en su letargo. Precisamente ese es el mayor error de los novatos. Primero, porque los vampiros son muy inteligentes y poseen incontables trucos y estratagemas para evitar ser vistos en su guarida. Segundo, porque colocan tantas trampas letales como sea necesario para acabar con cualquier intruso en lo que consideran su santuario más preciado. Costaría demasiados hombres y tiempo explorar y erradicar a los vampiros en sus escondrijos. La mejor táctica consiste en seguirlos y destruirlos cuando son realmente vulnerables, cuando cazan de noche. Entonces resulta mucho más sencillo atacar, cuando pueden ser fácilmente vistos. Por eso, la guardia de Priwen debe evolucionar y desarrollar nuevas tácticas para cazar chupasangres. Patrullas pequeñas y móviles, tácticas basadas en avances tecnológicos y comunicaciones modernas. Podemos aprender muchas cosas de la guerra en Francia, nuevas estrategias, nuevo equipamiento y nuevas armas, granadas, fósforo blanco, luz ultravioleta, chalecos antibalas y lanzallamas. Es hora de que la guardia abrace el siglo XX. Sorry. George McCullum, líder de Prime. Wow, buena. ¿Qué más encontré? Bueno, tenemos la guadaña y encontré acá otra cosa. Clava usada, arma cuerpo a cuerpo, 65 de daño, mirad. Y esta hace 99. Yo creo que me voy a quedar con la guadaña por ahora. Aunque esta igual tiene ahí bueno, la mejoré. No sabía que iba a encontrar un arma mejor. Ya, ¿qué más? Y tengo un escondite. Supongo que en el escondite uno puede hacer viaje rápido, ¿o no? No creo. No existe eso en este juego. Capítulo 1, cuarentena. Identifica y enfréntate a tu creador. Todavía no llego a esa parte, pues. A ver, y este es el que John Hampton, calidad de sangre 6. Wow. Ya, más personajes no descubierto. Más zonas no. Ya. Ya, no hay nada más que hacer. ¿Por qué me sale? Maldita sea. Tienes que reiniciarlo porque ese círculo no me gusta para nada. Ya, no hay nada más. ¿Al agua, pato? No. Ya, vámonos con... Vámonos con la pandilla. ¿Qué relación tiene la vampira con este tipo? ¿Ah?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool.
Nah.
You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ok, volvemos entonces al trabajo como médico. durante la noche. Eso nos va a dar acceso a mucha sangre, ¿eh? Curioso. Pembroke Hospital.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Ya tenemos nueva pinta. Ok. Lléveme a un hospital. Actualización de la misión. Acá. Sede eterna superada. Lléveme a un hospital. Misión principal. Analiza la sangre de William Bishop en el hospital. Dice, he aceptado la ayuda del doctor Swansea y a partir de ahora trabajaré en el hospital Pembroke. No tengo elección. Ese tipo conoce mi situación, sabe en lo que me he convertido, un vampiro. No puedo creerlo. No sé nada acerca de estas instalaciones médicas aisladas. Todo aquí me tomarán por quien ya he dejado de ser. Jonathan E. REID, el famoso cirujano. Tendré que mentir a todo el mundo, a los pacientes, al personal. Este es mi nuevo hogar, donde me ocultaré de todos los que me persigan, donde me ocultaré de todos hasta que comprenda un poco mejor qué está pasando. ¿Vale? Todavía aquí abajo nada. Entonces aquí hay... What? ¿Qué miércoles? Sí, ¿qué fue?
Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
¿Qué miércoles es esto?
Gosh, that hurts. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you ass.
Dejaré que se desangre, sea más educado, acabaré con su vida.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
¿Qué es esto? Calidad de la sangre. La calidad de la sangre indica cuánta experiencia recibirás de un ciudadano. Cuanto más alta sea la calidad de la sangre, más experiencia obtendrás. Cautivar. Para poder beberte la sangre de tu presa, tendrás que cautivar primero para apartar la mirada indiscreta. Tu nivel de cautivar debe ser igual o mayor que la resistencia del ciudadano. A ver, Clay. NB.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Sigue el camino rojo para atraer a tu presa hacia las sombras. ¿Cuál camino rojo? Ah, ese camino rojo. O sea, finalmente me lo voy a... A ver, tentación de sangre. Pulsa A para sentenciar a Clay Cox o B para liberar. Sentenciar a Clay te proporcionará un impulso masivo de experiencia, pero tendrás consecuencias. Obtener información sobre los ciudadanos y descubrir pistas incrementará la cantidad de experiencia obtenida. ¿Sentencia?
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Oh my god, ¿qué hice? Bueno. Uff. He matado a un ciudadano. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer? Bueno.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Wow. ¿Quién es esa vuelta? Vamos al hospital entonces. No hay nada que ver aquí. Robando cositas. Después hablamos con ese.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Tengo algunas preguntas.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
A ver.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
¿Qué otra cosa? ¿Cómo está el señor Hampton?
The patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
¿Y dónde está mi
Point me in the
consulta?
direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Había uno aquí afuera. No sé si es conveniente hablar con ellos tan pronto. Pero bueno.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Su vida en Londres. ¿Cómo está la
What
situación
is the
aquí?
Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Ok, hábleme
What
del
can you
equipo.
tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about
Positivos.
cherished people then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about
¿Qué hay de la
management?
gestión?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Nada más, nada más. Preguntas personalizadas acá. No hay nada. Pistas requeridas. Bueno. Corcoran Tipes.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Tipes. Ok, vamos a ver. Aquí no puedo hacer poderes. ¿Cuál
Good
está?
evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Su vida en Londres. ¿Cómo es la situación aquí? Yo creo que está hablando de lo mismo, ¿eh?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Enemigo
An
invisible.
invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Hay alguien
Is
que se
there
destaque.
anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
¿Para dónde está hablando?
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Bueno.
Goodbye, nurse.
Ay,
Call me if you need assistance.
aquí hay algo. Por aquí. Frasco de vidrio. No sé para qué. Aquí hay algo. Botella pequeña por aleceras. Oye, harta gente aún. Esta parte va a ser media latosa.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since.
old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Wow, venga a verme, armas nuevas. Hagamos un
I'd like
trato.
to see your goods. Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Este imbécil tiene armas. Quiero que esto. Escopeta de Milton. Pero ¿cuánto vale? 315. ¿Y cuánto tengo yo? Tengo 139. Bala. Vale un chelín. Las cartuchos de escopeta 3. Las piezas de empuñadura. Pieza de gatillo. Aluminio 9. Oh, qué bacán. Esto es lo que tengo yo. No. Vender. Destral de clay. Cuerpo a cuerpo. 72. ¿Por qué tengo eso? Ya, no vamos a comprar nada, pero ya sabemos que este tipo, Milton Hook, tiene armas o partes de armas para mejorar. Eso, con eso hablé. No la conozco. Hablemos con ella.
Good evening, Doctor.
¿Por qué me salía desconocido si ya había hablado con ella? Cautivar LT. Uff, ella tiene nivel 5 y yo apenas 1, así que... Revisión médica 300.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
¿Por qué me salió desconocido? Ahora me salió un nombre. Ah, no, es que yo me había apuntado mal.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Bueno, no es necesario hablar con todo, así que perfecto. Ya, decía subir a la derecha. O subir a la derecha.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan
Pippa
Reed.
Hawkins.
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Creo que a todos se les va a hacer la misma pregunta.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is...
Abre un botón.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has...
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish
gripe
flu
española.
won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Bueno.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Las típicas preguntas sobre Tom Watts.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Corrupción.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
¿Cómo acabó el guardia de William Bishop? ¿Cómo acabó en la
How did
guardia?
you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Okay.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the
¿Quién
gang?
dirige la banda?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Sean Houghton.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Aquí hay preguntas personales.
How do you
Vamos en
feel,
contra.
Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognized Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Ay, reyes. Ya. Harto. ¿Qué hay?
I cannot enter.
Harto que hablar. Pacientes con los cuales puedo hablar también. ¿En serio?
I wish I could be sick again.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Bueno, todos se hacen las mismas preguntas.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Ya está todo
Goodbye for now.
preguntado. Señor Elwood. Hay muchos personajes. Mira, aquí tengo otra. Oh, rayo, voy a estar hasta acando aquí hablando con todos.
I'm Dr. Reed.
No, que debería ir arriba a la oficina, primero que nada.
And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
What the fuck?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Wow. Una loca.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
Disgust on every street corner. Daily routine.
Lo único que hay que hablar con todos estos porque alguno tendrá que dar alguna pista, alguna información de algo. Hay otro doctor. Aquí hay otra persona, y aquí hay otra persona, y aquí hay otra que también puedo hablar con él. Uff, hay mucho. ¿De dónde venía yo? Me perdí. De aquí. Oye, es inmenso este edificio. Descansa, ¿sí? Pero ¿cuál es mi oficina? Hay muchos desconocidos. A ver. La verdad. Uy, ¿qué es esto? Sierra usada. Uy, hay cosas. Por fin encontrando cosas. Ginebra, botella. Historia clínica de T. Algot. Ahí está, Algot. ¿Hay mapa? Porque lo vengo a pensar. No. Giro equivocado.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Placa de identificación Dr. REID. Esta es la mía. Jamás te abandonaré, hijo mío. ¿Quién está hablando? Artículo sobre los econs. Interesante. Y muy largo. Voy a morir.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Ok, me son de trabajo. Me gustaría esta mejorarla. Sería... Uf, que falta pieza de empuñadura corriente. Tengo una, necesito 3. Entonces, pieza de empuñadura corriente. Se lo podría comprar a este tipo. Mensaje al doctor. Ya, también lo vamos a leer después. Ya, creo que solamente queda por descansar. Analiza la sangre de William Wicho en la mesa de trabajo y averigua quién espía a Thelma. Ok. Ah, aquí puedo analizarla al tiro. Ah, hagámoslo al tiro. Analizar. ¿Y qué encontramos? Suero revitalizante diluido. Necesito conseguir cosas.
Blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Yep, ok. Ya, dale con aparecer ese círculo. Tengo que arreglar ese problema. Entonces hay que descansar, ¿no? Me queda otra. A ver, aquí tengo 1300 puntitos. Tengo acá bastantes cosas nuevas. Defensivo, mira. No puedo ir mejorando los que ya. Bueno, ahí vamos a ver. Solo voy a ver de ahí. Ahora me voy a despedir de este capítulo que ha sido bastante con poca acción, mucho que investigar y mucho que conversar con la gente del hospital, la verdad. Esa parte un poco latosa, pero bueno, hasta me está dando sueño, en serio. No sé si he leído todas las conversaciones, pero bueno. Así que nos vemos en el siguiente episodio de este Vampyr. Hay que seguir adelante, igual nomás hay que hacer esas cosas para investigar. De eso se trata el juego, para bien o para mal. Nos vemos en el siguiente, quizás más emocionante episodio que el de ahora. Soy Gamer a los 40. Adiós.
Drop it.